What's up? What's up? What it do? Happy Thursday, not happy Wednesday. Had to rearrange some things this week. So it's happy Thursday to you. Hope you're having a great Thursday, getting ready for this, final weekend of 2022. This is the last episode, episode of 2022. So I'm excited to be talking with you, hanging with you, chilling with you, and, just going over a few, things that's going on in sports that's been on my mind. I'm sure it's been on your mind also. By the way, before we get started into the podcast, you know the routine. Twitter @_Clarence Jones. Follow me. I'll definitely follow you back. Instagram _Clarence Jones. My YouTube channel, Clarence Jones Sports Media. CJSportsMedia.com. My website. Check it all out. Fantasy sports, blogs, podcasts, charity, all that great caring, loving stuff. I'm happy to share it all with you. Okay. Let's dive right into it. Lamar Jackson, okay, big topic for the Ravens. If you're a Ravens fan, Lamar Jackson is on your mind. You're thinking about what's going on. You're wondering what's going on. Is he going to come back? Is they going to pay him? I'm talking about John Harbaugh, okay, along with Lamar Jackson. Didn't really appreciate or like John Harbaugh's, statement. His words, was it yesterday? Coach Harbaugh words when he was asked about, Lamar's, being at practice and things like that. And his words was, we're just coaching. What did he say? We're just coaching the guys that's here. Okay. We're just coaching the guys out here. Okay. So that was Coach Harbaugh's remark when he was asked about Lamar yesterday. He said, again, we're just coaching the guys out here. Did not like that. I'm a strong believer in when people show you who they are, believe them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the first time, whether it's the second time, whether it's the 10th time, whether it's the 15th time, don't matter. When people show you who they are, believe them. Don't get into your mind and start challenging yourself and saying things like, oh, he or she didn't meant to say that. No, they meant to say that. And saying words like, we're just coaching the guys out here. When Lamar Jackson is your franchise quarterback, the man been putting the team on his back since you drafted him, since he put on that Baltimore Raven jersey. And when you ask about Lamar, all you got to say is we're just coaching the guys out here. Come on. That should show you something. If you're a Lamar Jackson fan, Lamar Jackson himself, if I'm Lamar, I'm looking at that like, man, it's 1 foot out, 1 foot in for me. You know what I'm saying? Hell, he can say both foots are out. We're just coaching the guys out here. I'm your franchise quarterback. What are you trying to say about me? I don't want to be there. You mad at me or something low key? What's the deal? It got to be something going on for him just to say we're just coaching the guys out here. Lamar Jackson is the star of the team. And your remark when you ask about Lamar is we're just coaching the guys out here. He in his feelings, man. Coach Harbaugh in his feelings. He upset. He mad that Lamar, ain't there. But like I said, Lamar has a knee sprain injury that he's trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? So you can't understand that. Then I don't know what to say. Now Lamar, he hasn't been at practice, 4 weeks now? His last game he played in when he got hurt was on the 4th of December against the Broncos. I remember watching that game. So he hasn't really been at practice, and I'm, assuming Coach Harbaugh is in his feelings. We're just coaching the guys out here. Like, bruh, really? Lamar ain't no second, third stringer. Lamar ain't on no practice squad. Lamar is your franchise player. You're supposed to have something to say about that. Not just we're just coaching the guys out here. So there's not a good look, Ravens fans, this not a good look for y'all. Your head coach don't have nothing to say about Lamar. We're just coaching guys out here. And let's keep in mind, I don't know what Coach Harbaugh's mission is, what his feelings is towards Lamar. Maybe he mad at Lamar in that practice. Maybe he felt like Lamar should be ready to go. But last time I checked, the Ravens are in the playoffs. Now, could that change? Yes, things can change around. All right, but more than likely, let's just take a good, strong guess. We believe the Ravens going to make the playoffs. Okay, so why risk Lamar coming back now? It's only, 2 games left in the season? Why risk Lamar coming back now and mess around and get hurt again, and then you don't have him for the playoffs? So why be petty and say things like we're just coaching guys out here when Lamar is trying to get his knee right, trying to get ready for the playoffs, because I'm sure he's confident, just like Raven Nation is confident that you guys want to make the playoffs, right? So why be in your feelings about, oh, we're just coaching the guys out here? You have nothing to say when you ask about Lamar, not nothing other than we're just coaching guys out here. That could be a problem wrapping up the regular season. That could be a problem going into the postseason, believe it or not. I don't like that. I was like, wow, he in his feelings. He feels some type of way. Okay, Lamar's a franchise, and that's what you got to say? Nah. And that's also keep in mind. Okay, they want him to play, right? They ain't even paid him yet. You know what I'm saying? They want Lamar to go out there and risk his body, you know what I'm saying, for these next 2 games or whatever like that. And you haven't even paid the man yet. So if Lamar haven't been to practice in 3-4 weeks, oh well. You haven't even paid him his money yet. He was still going out there, putting his body on the line, putting the team on his back. You know what I'm saying? Trying to win you guys football games. And that's the least you can say is we're just coaching guys out here. You know? He hasn't even got paid yet. You know what I'm saying? Haven't even got paid yet. You know, we seen what happened to Kyler Murray. Well, a couple of games ago. Was that a Monday night game, I think? Got injured, but the Cardinals paid him, so he's straight. Kyler Murray got his money. Lamar haven't got his money yet. So why risk running Lamar, throwing him? He taking chances on getting injured again. Why not have him sit for the rest of the season? Now, I haven't looked deep into the AFC Conference playoff bracket yet as far as scenarios go, and this could be a thing where the Ravens may need to win these last 2 or maybe need to win 1 out of the 2, or depending on how the other teams in the AFC playoffs do, the ones that's in the hunt do. And I get it. You want to have Lamar now than have him in the, postseason because you don't have a guaranteed number 1 seed. Now, if you had a number 1 seed, I can get it. But to just go into an interview like that, when you ask a question, just to say we're just coaching guys out here, I get it. You want me to play. You know what I'm saying? You want me out there. You want to make sure we secure, for a playoff spot. I get it. But, bro, I got a knee I'm trying to get, get right. I'm trying to get my knee right. I ain't came out and said about, it's about contract and money. You ain't heard it from me. You know what I'm saying? They may have heard that from Lamar's crew or whoever, but I'm sure Lamar ain't came to the Ravens and said, well, I'm sitting out because y'all ain't paid me yet. No, because if that were the case, he wouldn't have even been out there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really say, oh, Lamar ain't out there because he ain't got paid yet. He don't want to. No, he wouldn't have suited up in the first place this season. He was still suiting up while many of us was like, man, why is he still playing? He shouldn't be playing. Man, if I was Lamar, I wouldn't be playing. So I can't just say, oh, he doing it because he want to get paid now. Oh, he doing it because he saw what happened to Kyler Murray. No, he wouldn't have been out there in the first place. I think Lamar is just trying his best to get his knee right. He's trying to get right for the postseason. Coach Harbaugh don't understand that. He want to be petty. He want to be in his feelings. You want to throw shade. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Lamar don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Lamar's probably like, wow, really? You just coaching the guys out here like, you got something against me, bro? I'm sure Lamar don't like that. I wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like that. That ain't came out right. And you know what I'm saying? In other words, that ain't came out right. He could have said something else other than we're just coaching the guys out here. Let's not make this about getting paid. Do Lamar deserve to get paid? Hell yeah, he do. But this ain't why he ain't been at practice. The man got a knee sprain. He been out since December 4th. Come on. Harbaugh wrong for that. Wrong for that. This is not a Kyler Murray situation. Oh, you saw what happened to Kyler Murray? Lamar, probably, he finally realized that he needed to sit. No, he didn't. You don't think Lamar want to be out there? Lamar wants to be out there. He been suiting up the whole season while, like I said, many of us are just calling him, man, he crazy. Man, what if he get hurt? They ain't pay him yet. Lamar ain't thinking about that. Lamar's putting Baltimore on his back, trying to get this team playoff wins, trying to get this team to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. But in order for him to do that, he got to get his knee right. Coach Harbaugh, you must understand that. You got to understand that. Okay? Like I said, the Cardinals, they paid Kyler Murray already. He good. You know what I'm saying? He's great. And speaking of the Cardinals, J.J. Watt announcing his retirement this week. I was shocked as hell. Didn't see it coming. Didn't thought about it. He was one of the last. I'm thinking, retire? Really? But definitely first ballot Hall of Fame. If you disagree, you're a fool. You're crazy. I think he could have been more better if, the injuries, but he done enough in his time in the NFL when he's first ballot. It shouldn't be no if and buts about it. The argument can be made, man. I can remember a couple years ago, J.J. Watt was considered one of the best players in the NFL. I'm talking MVP, the best players overall. I mean, he was that great. So I don't want to see him hang it up. I like seeing him compete. You know what I'm saying? One of the best pass rushers of all time in the NFL. And I know I'm going to miss him. Cardinal Nation, Texans Nation, NFL fans in general. We all going to miss J.J. Watt. I mean, the dude put on a show. You know what I'm saying? He made pass rushing fun to watch, and, it's fun seeing him, get sacked, sack these quarterbacks. And, you know what I'm saying? Teams try to double team him. He beating double teams. I mean, he was a beast. So if this is it, if he is done after this season, first ballot Hall of Fame, round of applause. And like I say, man, just think what we could have all seen. What we could have all seen if it wasn't for those injuries. I mean, he had a lot of injuries. Some can say, he was doing unnecessary workouts. He shouldn't have been doing that on YouTube, all these crazy workouts. He didn't need to do that. I'm not blaming that man for doing that and saying that's why he was injured. I just know he had a lot of injuries he's battled. And, man, what if he didn't have those injuries? We could have seen a lot more. I mean, you think we seen greatness in the time that we did see. Just imagine those games that he didn't play. Just imagine if he did have played. We already see what his brother doing in Pittsburgh. So, hey, I'm excited to see what, what's next for him. But first ballot Hall of Famer, like I said, I was just shocked. I was like, what? J.J. Watt? Come on. Love seeing that man compete. Love seeing him going after the quarterback. And he don't take no plays off. That's what I like behind the most. J.J. Watt never took a play off. You can look at every 1st and 3. It don't matter. 4th and 10. Hey, 3rd and 5. Hey, it don't matter. He don't take plays off. He go out there and handle it like it's the last play of the game. So, again, first ballot Hall of Fame, J.J. Watt. Okay. Thoughts on Broncos firing coach Nathaniel Hackett. I knew it was coming. I knew that was coming. I saw the video. Was it Sunday night, Monday afternoon, something like that, where I seen like 2 teammates from the Broncos were arguing, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is not good. I already know it was not good a couple weeks ago when I can't even think of the player name, but he got into Russell Wilson's face and, yell at him. I said, that don't look good, as a head coach. You're supposed to have that under control. But I knew it was it. When that, man, that incident happened on the sideline with those linemen or whoever, D lineman, whoever it was, arguing at each other. I was like, this is it, along with them getting blown out by Los Angeles. I mean, they got blown out by Los Angeles. I mean, that was an ugly game. Russell Wilson played terrible. So I say, you put all that in the bag, it's a wrap. He's done. He's finished. And I just think Nathaniel Hackett just wasn't the right fit for Denver. Now I wish they would have just let him finish out the season. Hell, there's only 2 games left. You know what I'm saying? They could at least let him finish out the season, but it was time to go. Like I said, that Russell Wilson situation, being yelled at by the defensive guy from the Broncos. We seen what happened this past weekend on the sideline between the Broncos, arguing and stuff like that. You go to all these, these past couple of games where Nathaniel Hackett should have called this or, he didn't call that. The play calling, taking the ball out of Russell Wilson's hand a couple months ago on Monday Night Football. I mean, you add all that into a bag of, trips, man, and it's bad. It's stale, it's poison, and he had to go, But I'm not putting all this on Hackett. Russell Wilson needs to take blame, and he needs to really wake up and smell the coffee because I'm going to tell you this, man. He can be out of this league in the next 2 or 3 seasons if he's playing the way he's playing in the next 2 or 3 seasons. I mean, he played terrible this season. Many people point fingers, blame it on, he's married to Ciara, he's selfish, blah, blah, blah. The Denver Broncos gave him his own office. He don't really deal with the team like that. I don't know what's going on. All I know is this is not the Russell Wilson that we've known to see in Seattle. I mean, he looked awful. He looked terrible, and he needs to change up and get right. Because this is not all on Coach Hackett. I get it. This is Coach Hackett's first year. He couldn't control the sidelines. Definitely couldn't control the locker room because what we've seen in going on in the sidelines, let's imagine what's going on in the locker room or when cameras are not watching. This man just could not control the team. I don't know if Coach Hackett ever had control of the locker room of the team. To be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? With all this going on the sideline and Russell Wilson playing terrible and he got his own office. You put all that together, man, it just was not cool. Why get Russell Wilson his own office for? How you think that gonna make the other teammates feel and look at him like, bro, you got your own office, but you playing like crap, you know? So it was just a bad fit. And I was just like, damn, they could at least let him finish out the season. Like, no jokes. They should at least let Coach Hackett finish out the season, man. Golly. I mean, you already ain't going to the playoffs. So, but yeah, Russ need to wake up. Because all this, like I said, all this is not on Hackett. That Russ played terrible. All this, talking. Broncos fans, Broncos nation tired of hearing Russell Wilson talk. They want to see action. They tired of hearing all this talk, Bronco, country, that's right, and go Broncos, and, I should have done this, or I wish I would have played better for him. Man, it's to the point now where Broncos fans don't even want to hear it. Bronco Nation don't want to hear that because this was a bad season for you guys that we all were thinking, man, Russ about to tear it up. I know I was thinking that. He with an offensive-minded coach, Nathaniel Hackett, who worked with Aaron Rodgers previously. So I was like, man, this is going to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far Denver was going to go, but I was like, they got Russ. He finally got an offensive-minded coach. They going to let him have fun with that playbook. And, oh, my God, that playbook was terrible. Russ was terrible. Coach Hackett was terrible. The Broncos overall was terrible this season. So this is not Hackett going so the problem is fixed. No. Offenses just couldn't get going. Now, the defense, for the most part, for the Broncos so far this season, I like it. You know what I'm saying? They did their best. They wasn't, greatest, you know what I'm saying? But they was top 10. We got 2 games left. I can make the argument. Broncos top 10 defense, right? Top 15. I blame most of this on the offense, man. Straight up. Most of this is the offense. Russell Wilson missing games. When he ended games, he just looked, out of shape, looked a little out of slow. You know what I'm saying? Holding the ball too long, overthrowing, not seeing guys who's open. Man, getting cursed out on the sideline. Then that incident happened, this past weekend on the sideline. It was just a hot mess in Denver. It was a hot mess, and maybe they had to let him go now. But I was just like, damn, just thinking, 'cause I'm a coach. Like, damn, they couldn't let the man finish the season? We'll see. Luka Doncic. All right, Luka Doncic, he showed out, this week, a couple nights ago, 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists against the New York Knicks. They won in overtime. Mavs won. Luka and the Mavs won 126 to 121 in overtime. And Knicks should be ashamed of themselves. Okay, Knicks should be ashamed of themselves. Luka, 60 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists. That's NBA 2K23 numbers right there, baby. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wow, couldn't believe it happened. Didn't thought it would happen that way. But, man, I didn't thought I was ever see somebody get 60, 21, and 10. Okay, that's the first time in NBA history, right? Damn. And like I said, my thoughts on Luka, everybody, you saw Luka. Hey, Luka always been, he's a great player. He been playing against grown men overseas since he was 13? Got in the NBA and just making it look easy, right? So Luka is great. Top 5 player in the NBA. His only thing he's lacking is a championship ring. He don't really have to get an MVP award. If he get it, cool, but he's a top 5 player in the NBA. He's going to be a top 5 player in the NBA for a good while. The only thing he's missing is a championship ring. He get a championship ring, you know what I'm saying? We can start, looking at him, but if he get multiple championships, just imagine. He could be past, all these people that we putting, on our, mountaintop. Luka can be on there with a couple championships, but seeing him put on a show, it ain't nothing. Luka going to always put on a show. He's great, top 5 player. That don't change how I think of Luka by him dropping 60, 21, and 10. Let's talk playoff time come. You know what I'm saying? Can he get to the Western Conference Finals? Can he get to the NBA Finals, win a championship? Let's focus on that because what Luka is doing now, we shouldn't really be surprised. This man is great. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, maybe we should be a little bit surprised. 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we should be surprised. But shame on the New York Knicks. Oh, man, where's the defense at, Knicks? Did you play any defense? Obviously you didn't. Good God. NCAA football this weekend. I'm excited. My Gamecocks play tomorrow against Notre Dame in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Go Gamecocks. I will be glued to my TV, cheering my Gamecocks on and hoping we get that last win of the season. So I'm excited for that matchup again against Notre Dame tomorrow in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. I cannot wait. All right. Playoffs. We also got playoffs starting Saturday. Okay, 14s to TCU versus Michigan. And we have Ohio State versus Georgia. I'm going with Michigan to beat TCU. I'm going with Georgia to beat Ohio State. And we're going to have a great championship. I cannot wait against Michigan and Georgia. I don't want to get too far ahead because, hey, I don't know what TCU and Ohio State got up under their sleeves. They can prove me wrong, but I'm just going off what I've seen all season. I've been following both Georgia and Michigan all season. I just always had it like, man, they're going to be in this championship, and I just think that's how they're going to go. But I'm still looking forward to both of these games being good. Okay, I expect TCU and Ohio State to give Georgia and Michigan their best shot. I ain't saying overtime, but I'm praying it's not a blowout. Oh, my God, I can't stand looking at blowouts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you feel, but I cannot stand looking at blowouts. So other than that, it's going to be some great games this weekend. I'm excited, and let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. But I'm also excited more for next season, next couple of seasons. They're going to be adding more playoff teams into college. So that gives teams like my Gamecocks and your team, you know, whoever you roll with, more opportunities to get in the playoff. I think it's going to be like 6 teams, 8 teams, something like that. 6 or 8 teams being added total. Because right now it's 4, so they're going to either add 2 more or 4 more. But either way, there's more teams coming. That makes it more excited, and it makes the possibility of my team and your team getting in to the playoffs and possibly the college football championship. That's all I got. Okay, last show of the year, 2022. Please be safe. Have a happy new year, and I want to thank you for supporting me the entire year for 2022. We're on the 83 episode 83. Thanks to you, because without you, this couldn't be possible, and this wouldn't be possible without you and your support, you downloading, listening, and showing me that love and appreciation. And I definitely want to show it back to you. So I really thank you for rocking with me, and let's do it again in 2023. Okay, let's make our plans, make our New Year's resolutions. Let's knock them out. Let's follow them, and let's do what we do best, which is us. Let's keep it real. Let's be happy. Let's be thankful. And let's love ourselves and just be happy. You know, we about to have a new year in a couple of days, and we made it. You know what I'm saying? Let's set our goals. Let's accomplish our goals and keep doing it big. And we're going to be all right. All right. Have a great day. Again, happy new year. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for showing me love and support. And I look forward to talking to you again next year, which will be in a couple of days. But also, I will be on social media this weekend. Like I said, my Gamecocks play tomorrow. Then we got the college football playoff. So I'll be hashtagging college football playoff, hashtag Gamecocks. Feel free to join me in. Let's talk sports. Let me know what you're thinking. Is I'm tripping? Is I'm right? Is you wrong? You know what I'm saying? Let's figure it out. Follow me. I'll follow you back at _Clarence Jones, Instagram _Clarence Jones, YouTube channel Clarence Jones Sports Media. Subscribe to my channel. I want to subscribe to yours, show you love and show you support. Check out my website, cjsportsmedia.com. My fantasy sports is looking a little bad right now as far as football go. I didn't make it. Okay, I was 1 game away from winning and going to the Super Bowl, which starts tonight, with Cowboys and Titans tonight, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I lost. It sucks. I was the number 1 seed. Okay, I was the number 1 seed in my division in fantasy football, in the entire playoff bracket, and I lost. So fantasy sports right now ain't going too good for me football-wise, but basketball is going good. But, yeah, so I'm not sure how you doing in fantasy sports, but I am still bothered by not being able to make it to the Super Bowl. I was 1 win away from going to the Super Bowl. Gotta wait next year. Speaking of next year, I'm excited for it. Hope you're excited for it too. Have a great day. Have a safe day. Peace. God bless.